Hi, everyone.
Hello, and welcome back to the What Area Are We In podcast.
Welcome back.
What episode are we on? Episode 14. 14. Oh my God, yes, 14.
I'll just agree. Yes,
Yeah, because
14.
13 was Adele last week.
Never mind. I'm fine. That sounds like Kermit the Frog. Oh, girl.
Well, as you can tell, if you were listening and hadn't found out yet, we have a guest back in the building. Part 2.
Gosh.
We are back with Lydia.
She's back by
She's
popular
returned.
demand.
Yes, by popular demand. Everyone was raving about how much they love me. Oh my God, thank you guys. So glad to be back.
Absolutely. Well, yes, we thought what better artist to bring Lydia back onto than the icon that is Charli XCX.
Yes.
Yes. This is actually going to be a 2-part episode. So next week we'll do part 2. So today's episode we'll be doing True Romance, Sucker, Number One Angel, and Pop 2. So we actually are doing 2 of the mixtapes because these are mixtapes.
Slay.
But yeah, we're going to dive into it. So Lydia's going to be here for the next 2 weeks. You guys
so
get blessed
excited.
for 2 weeks of Lydia in your ears and on your screens.
You're welcome.
But how have you been since we last saw you? I know that you went to Bali.
I did. Oh my God. So, update for everyone who doesn't know me. I basically went to Bali on a family holiday, which was so fun and fresh. I needed to get out of Brisbane. I am sick of it. I got too many enemies here. I had to leave the country. So I did. I flew and I went on my little journey. And then it was all fun and games until on the last, I think it was the second last day, I got Bali belly and I died. I honestly, Bali belly is no joke. And it's not because I had ice. I did have ice, but that's not why I got sick.
The food.
No,
not the germ.
in the water.
No, literally. So basically, I went under a waterfall and I thought, oh my God, it's fresh water. No, it's no.
That's the least freshest water
Yeah,
ever.
I literally took a whole big gulp of that, and so did my whole family. So like we basically all got eliminated. It was survival of the fittest. My partner was the only one who survived, apart from my stepdad as well. But yeah, never doing that again. But overall, it was a really fun experience. Onto better things.
Love that.
Yeah,
Love.
Love that for you. I'm glad you're in better health now.
So glad. I'm
Literally.
so sick of being sick.
Lydia was like out of it for 2 whole weeks. Like
I
the
was
texts
glad.
I got from Lydia those 2 weeks were
deranged.
unhinged.
Yeah,
Deranged.
look, it was dark times. Dark times. And then I got a sinus infection. So if I sound a little nasally, that's not the real me, guys.
We're both
I'm
actually
also-
coming back from that.
I'm starting to get it.
Why
and
are
I'm
we-
sat next to this bitch.
We're literally playing ping pong,
The flirt.
the flirt.
I love that.
the
I love
new
sharing.
variant.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is fucking
We
caring.
love flirting.
Well, before we dive into the albums, should we do our question of the week?
Yes.
Do you have one?
No.
I have one.
Well, you can go
God.
first.
Okay, so
She's prepared.
I am because I love her. Anyhow, I digress. So my question of the day for you both is, obviously there is a song called Break the Rules. What is one thing that you've done in your life where you broke the rules and it just was chaos?
That's a good question, actually.
I have something I did at school, but I just
go
don't
on.
want to bring that up again.
Oh, come
like,
on.
it's like low-key trauma, and I don't want it to like come into the universe again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't speak that into existence.
I mean,
I'm trying to think.
maybe getting caught smoking weed.
Oh, that's iconic.
That'll do it.
That will probably do it.
I guess like every kid like underage drinking like get caught, but for me it was my sister that found out, and like my sister was like a mini mum, so it was like terrifying.
How old is she?
She's 7 years older than me.
Yeah.
So she was like full on yelled at me. She's like, "You better tell mum!" And I was like 16 or 17. I was like, And then it was like one cruiser as well. Like I was hiding it. They're like an empty one.
Yeah.
And my sister was like, "Rah, rah, 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 you better tell mum or else I'm gonna tell her." And then like a day later, she comes into my room. She's like, "I'm sorry for how I reacted." Like blah blah blah. And I was like, "Yeah, you better, bitch."
Oh my God.
What rules have you broken? I'm sure there's more than one.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of something I did. Like at the top of my head, well, that kind of like sparked a memory for me. I was underage drinking, but yeah, illegal activities, but that's okay. Anyhow, I went on a little life mission to McDonald's because when you're drunk, all you want is McDonald's. So I walked my little way over to the local Macca's and I was like, la-di-da-di-da. I was singing, laughing, having the time of my life. All of a sudden, these people come out of this car and I was like, what the heck? Oh my God, who are these weirdos? It's 2 undercover cops and they come over to me and the people that I was with and then they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh! And so I literally thought I was going to get arrested because they took, like, they got that whole iPads and, like, took photos of us. And they were like, have you been drinking tonight? I was like, I've had a sip of alcohol. I was drunk. I was so...
They knew.
They knew straight away.
Knew.
And so they obviously took our photos because they were like, okay, we're going to have you in the system. If you're, like, a repeating, like, offender, it's there. But yeah, I was shaking in my boots, and then because I was so scared, I snitched on where the party was, and I think I got shut down. So yeah,
So
He comes out.
it's confirmed she's a snitch.
I am a snitch. If it saves my life.
Yeah.
No wonder I have so many enemies. I did it to myself.
You did.
Oh
That's
my
okay.
gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I have mine.
Slay.
As we know, on the #1 Angel mixtape, there's a song featuring Cupcake called Lip Gloss. What's your favorite lip gloss?
Oh, what is your favorite lip gloss?
It's coming on to me.
Yeah.
I actually like it's not really lip gloss, but the Tarte Maracuja,
Oh, that's good.
the lip plum, like the lip balm.
The vinyl one?
I like the original ones the best,
Oh,
but
the
the vinyl
original.
ones are super glossy, like high shine.
Yeah.
But that's like my favorite because you can wear it like no matter what, like what
Yeah.
lip liner.
Slay. What about yours?
Mine would definitely be the Patrick Tar full syringe.
Oh,
I love it.
so good.
I think I look so juicy, and I just think everyone wants to kiss me. When
I think you need to buy a new one of those, Lydia.
No, it's actually
Yeah,
it's
it's
so.
pretty dirty.
Everyone gives. I've got it in my bag. I'm not gonna get it out because it's so embarrassing. I've had that sitting in the bottom of my little bag for ages, and it needs.
There's nothing left in it.
There's
like
nothing. There's crumbs. There's sand in it. There's sand from the bottom of my bag, like all on it, and I still be using it.
As you should.
Yeah.
My favorite, I think, is the Makeup by Mario, like the plumping serum sticks that are like a gloss.
Are they
Yeah.
the twist up ones?
Yeah, the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so nice. They look so good, and they're plumpers as well, so it makes my lips look
Love.
juicy. If not Fenty.
Yeah, Fenty's the classic.
If,
Yeah.
I mean, like, who doesn't love a Fenty lip gloss? Gloss Bomb.
Period. Which color?
If it's Gloss Bomb, it's probably, I think hot chocolate is like my signature color.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine's fussy. I like fussy the best.
I think mine's like. Oh, I'd probably say Sweet Mouth.
Oh yeah, Sweet Mouth
I
is
love
good.
Sweet Mouth.
Sweet Mouth is a
Sweet
good
Mouth's a good
one.
one.
Yeah.
Slay, what's your
My
question,
question
Elise?
is kind of a little depends. So the Charli XCX has an album called Sucker, and in America they call lollipop suckers. What's your favorite lolly?
Oh, I mean, she's holding a lollipop right
She
there.
is holding a lollipop.
My favorite lolly, like not chocolate, right?
Like
Just
a lolly.
Okay. I really like the Starburst chews.
Are they still around?
Yeah, they're still around.
Aw.
I missed when they had the cherry one that tastes like medicine.
Oh, you loved
I
cherry.
loved those. I loved those.
Anything
Yeah.
that tastes like medicine, I'm like, ew, no.
No, I love it. Or the Sour Patch Kids, like the watermelon ones. They fucking slap.
They're good.
I think I love anything that's like got sugar, sour sort of gummies. So like the sour worms or like the Sour Patch Kids. What else? Honestly, anything. I've got such a sweet tooth, so I'll just put anything in my mouth.
I
You
like.
will put anything in your mouth, is that right?
I'll put anything
That's
sweet.
getting clipped.
You put anything in your
Not
mouth.
just
I'll
anything.
put anything in my mouth.
My favorites are peaches and creams. They're in the party.
they're so good.
They,
Oh, yeah.
they fuck.
And like
They
teeth. I like the teeth one.
no,
But
that's
I only
messed
like
up.
the teeth from the all natural confectionery ones. They're a bit sweeter, whereas like the teeth in Allen's, they're a bit mintier.
Fair. I like those though. And the pineapples. There's a few good ones in that pack.
Yeah, the Allen's party pack's pretty. No, but
They
peaches.
taste disgusting.
What? The teeth?
teeth, the banana. I don't even
No, I
think
don't
they do
like the
bananas
banana
anymore.
one.
I like the banana one.
They don't do it anymore.
But peaches and cream on their own fucking slap. They're good because they're like a hint of sour, but also like creamy and sweet and all the things you possibly want.
Slay.
Yes.
Well, are we ready to dive into Charli XCX?
yes.
What do we all feel about Charli XCX before we dive into the first album?
You're the guest.
Oh, okay.
Go a bit close to the mic, girl.
Sorry. Okay, let me just get really close. Yes. I would say my thoughts on Charli. Well, her and I are both Leos. We're both born on the same day, August 2nd. My birthday's coming up, so if anyone wants to send me money, just kidding. I'm not kidding.
Put your Venmo below.
No, just so
I
you
might
know.
put my BSB and account number.
Just so you know, if you send Lydia $1, she will sing for you.
I will sing you a little song.
Probably going to be Careless Whisper by
yeah.
George Michael.
There's no other song request. It's just George Michael.
I hope it's the whole 3 minutes as
Because
well.
you're
No,
trying to
literally.
give your dad the royalties as well.
Yeah,
Pay you as well.
honestly, love Daddy George Michael. As I've said before in the first potty, George Michael slaps, eats, and leaves no crumbs. Anyhow, what do I think about Charli? Charli!
It's Charli, baby.
It's Charli,
Charli,
baby. No, I
baby.
love that bitch. For real. I feel like sometimes she speaks my mind in certain songs a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love how Charli is an artist that I believe in every album takes lots of risks. Like, her music, I think every time I listen to it, every album feels really exciting and something I've never heard before. So I love that. And I also just love that she is so iconic. The way that she carries herself and everything. I think she's just amazing.
Yeah, Charli wasn't someone I knew much of before the potty. Connor's a big fan of Charli, a huge fan, and I'd kind of listen to some of her songs, and I was like, oh yeah, cool, chill, whatever. And then when I properly started listening to it, I was like, okay, so I'm a Charli stan now.
Yes.
She's been converted.
Yeah, no, fully. I've been obsessed, fully obsessed. I gone on a deep dive. My TikTok for you page is all Charli at the moment.
Same.
And I've been watching interviews of her and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm fully obsessed. I love how she's so unapologetically herself, and she speaks on how you should just be yourself, and it's normal to look at other people and be jealous, but just be yourself, because at the end of the day, you're you and you're perfect. Don't feel like you're doing anything wrong and stuff like that.
Love it.
She's such a gay icon.
She is.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know if she brings the Sweat tour to Australia with Troye Sivan, best believe we will all be there.
Surely.
Oh, I want it. I want to see Brat live.
Yeah.
Oh.
I agree.
But let's dive into the very beginning.
Yes.
Elise is going to host this time. That's why me and Lydia are sharing the mic today. Yes. Let's start at True Romance.
True Romance. It was born on the 12th of April, 2013. No accolades and certifications. No awards and nominations, but 5 singles. Stay Away, Nuclear Sessions, You're the One, You, Ha Ha Ha, and What I Like. Features 1, Brooke Candy, and it is a 13-track lister.
Slay.
Big slay.
Who wants to kick it off? Do you want me to kick it off?
Yeah, go on.
Here, right.
Yeah,
Well, starting on the top 5 for True Romance, this was an album that I was very intrigued by. This album is so late 2000s, early 2010s coded. I was listening to it and I was like, oh my god, some of this production is aged a lot.
Yeah.
It's not doesn't sound current, which is fine, not in a bad way, but there's songs from Charli that I'm like, this could be released today and it would still be a huge hit.
100%.
I feel like a lot of this album, I would be like, if it came out now, they'd be like, what?
Yeah.
But my number 5, my bronze, I've got a little notebook this time, guys.
Yes.
We're getting better at
School.
it. Number 5 is Take My Hand. Number 4 is You, Ha Ha Ha. Number 3, my gold is Set Me Free, Feel My Pain. Number 2, Cloud Aura featuring Brooke Candy. Even though I didn't love Brooke's verse, I loved the rest of the song. And then my favorite is Nuclear Seasons. For sure.
Okay. Do you want to go?
No, you go, girl.
All right, hang on. I got to unlock my phone. Oh, upside down.
You gotta get close to that
Okay,
mic.
so number 5, So Far Away. I should probably say what I think about this album too.
Yes.
I have again, nostalgia just keeps creeping back in.
This is Lydia's crybaby.
Yeah, maybe. I just love this album so much. I have so many good memories of literally tanning, which, okay, I used to be able
I have so many memories of literally tanning.
I also love, I just looked over at our sorry, I looked over at our little monitor just then to see like what was going on over there. And as you said, I love tanning. I must have gotten like a like on something because it came up with like the thumbs up sign, being like, "That's cool, Lydia. Good job."
Yeah, I love that you like tanning.
Okay, so before I used to be like orange, I used to like be pale, and which I am pale on Thursdays, and then I put the fake tan on. But just so if anyone was wondering. But I have this memory of like laying outside my old best friend's like driveway, and we literally like, I think I had like a 4-day sleepover at her house. Who does that?
You.
Yeah, apparently. But it's kind of like, I think I was held hostage. Like, she wouldn't let me leave her house. And we would sizzle out on her driveway, and it was like 35 degrees Celsius.
Were you oiled up?
I don't think I put any sunscreen on. That's why I'm the way that I am. But anyways, I literally
Burnt
cooked.
all the brain cells.
No, for real. Burnt all those brain cells. But I actually tanned, which is so wild because I don't tan, I just burn. So I have to fake tan. Anyhow, but so much nostalgia with this album. Anyways,
Why does it remind you of tanning? Was the album being played while you were tanning?
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
So basically, like, the songs that were on this album, I used to be like, oh my god, guys, like, I found this new artist, like, she's so cool, like, and they're like, oh my god, play her. And then I did, and they were like, oh my god, I love it. I love it. Anyways, so 5, So Far Away. Number 4, Grins. 3, Stay Away. Number 2, What I Like. And number 1, You. Ha ha ha.
Slay.
Yes.
What about you, Miss Eluz?
I mean, these first couple albums are very radio, very like you said, like they have not aged well. In my brain, when I was listening to them, it was very Disney.
I feel like Charli's sound really started here. I feel like
Yeah.
these two were like her finding, like sort of
Yeah.
trying it out. This is when I feel like the
That's the
iconic
in-betweener.
Charli sound
Yeah.
like really
Yeah.
started.
But yeah, it's very Disney, I would say. Like, I feel like it was not like, I feel like she did not give her all into this, you know? But who knows? I didn't know her back then, so maybe this was her all.
You weren't tanning to her songs.
I wasn't
back in the
tending to
day.
her songs, no. But my rankings, so number 5 is You. Ha ha ha. Number 4 is Stay Away. Number 3 is Black Roses. Number 2 is Nuclear Sessions. And number 1 is Grins.
Slay. This is going to be an interesting
This
bottoms.
is going to be, yes.
These bottoms are going to be interesting. Should I go in with my bottoms now? All right. Number 3 for me, my not a fan, is How Can I? My number 2, my skip it, is Grins, which is in both of your tops. Wasn't a fan. And my least favorite, my erase it, is You're the One.
Oh, go on.
Yeah. My go?
Yes.
Yeah. We had very similar. So number 3 was How Can I? Number 2, You're the One. And number 1, Set Me Free.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
I mean, go on.
My bottoms. So my not a fan is Lock You Up. My skip it goes to Cloud Aura. And then my erase it is How Can I?
Yeah, I think How Can I? Well, we all put it in our bottoms. It's probably the weakest.
Yeah.
But
Agree.
yeah, I mean, slay. But it's still like, I mean, like, Nuclear Seasons is a song that I still have in heavy rotation and like songs like that. So like, it's still a good album, but I definitely prefer like later Charli to old Charli personally.
Yeah.
That's so weird though, because like I think again nostalgia just has a grip on my throat, but I say I don't know what happened to my throat just then, but it's
Grip on my
But like I fucking love these two. Like these are like my OG babies, and y'all can't be hating on them. They're so good.
Sorry, but we did.
For me,
I know.
like for me, the start of this album's really strong, and then it fizzled out.
I agree.
It fizzled out.
Yeah, I feel like the start of it is way stronger than the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to album 2.
Sucker.
Fuck you.
For me, this was like when Charli like properly like got out there. Like,
Oh, yeah.
this was her moment.
Absolutely.
This released on the 15th of December 2014. 28 on Billboard. No awards and nominations though, sadly. 4 singles, Boom Clap, which was iconic at that time.
From the film Fault in Our Stars.
Yes, exactly. That was 8 on Billboard. Then you have Break the Rules, which was 91 on Billboard. Doing It feature Rita Ora, which didn't go on billboards, and then Famous. One feature, Rita Ora.
I just have to say, I feel like we're about to get some lore here.
You very much are.
Okay, good. Because as you said Boom Clap and I said Fault in Our Stars and you said, oh, very much so, she just looks at me and goes,
What do you
and I
have
was
with
like,
Fault
what
in Our
the fuck
Stars?
is about to happen
You're gonna
here?
hear it in my review.
Get fucking
good
ready.
to know, because you're going first,
Oh, am I?
babe.
Okay,
First.
let's fucking go. Okay,
Let's fucking go.
let's fucking go. So, can I just say, I think, obviously, because I started off listening to the first album she released, and obviously I thought I was so cool and unique, and I'm just delusional. Anyways.
You are cool and unique.
Yeah, true. But when everyone started, hopping on to when Sucker came out, I was like, I knew her before she got famous. I knew her before Boom Clap.
I love this accent.
Sorry, I don't know what it just comes out of nowhere.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I need actual help. Anyhow, I digress. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but just know I've been there, done that. Anyways, so top 5 from Sucker. So I had 2. I love this album so much, I could not pick which one was going to take number 5 because there was just 2 that was on par, so I have to add them together.
Okay.
So, top 5, 2 is Sucker or Famous. I love Sucker as the opener. I think it was a great way to start the album. I was like, 8 out of 8. And then Famous, I just feel like that bitch when I listen to it, so I had to put it in there. Doing It, featuring Rita Ora as number 4. Number 3, Break the Rules. Number 2, Breaking Up. And number 1, Need Your Love. And I love the song Need Your Love because I have cried to it so many times. It's insane. That's not the law I was going to drop, by the way.
I was going to say, Need Your Love is like quite joyful.
What do you mean? Love. No, it's sad.
I need your love.
The backing of it's very
Even when it
happy.
hurts me. No, it's...
Yeah, the message is sad, but the song feels
Oh, it sounds happy, but like
I just see you like listening to that and you're just there like...
No. Imagine this. This is the imagery that I want you to think about as well, right? Imagine I'm in grade 11 and 12. I listened to this on repeat in year 11 and 12 for some... Well, I know why. But anyhow, I had my headphones on and I was walking out of school and I was crying and it was like dark skies and I was like, this is so true. Like, I just get it. But yeah, keep going. Anyway, you'll go. Oh, you'll...
Are you gonna share? Are you sharing this?
Oh, that's that. Yeah,
Is
it'll
that
come
the
up.
law?
No, it'll come up.
Oh, it's in
Okay, it's in the bottom. Ooh, tea.
Alright,
Okay,
Elise.
my number 5s is Body of My Own. Number 4 is Boom Clap. It's just like classic. I don't know. Is that the law?
She just went.
Keep
"Ooh."
going. Yeah.
Too many
Okay.
timbers.
My number 3 is Famous. My number 2 is Break the Rules. And my number 1 by far was Sucker. Like, by far. You're going to hate me for this, Lydia. I didn't really not like this album. For me, this was the most radio album she's put out.
But I love it.
It was just like, it didn't feel like Charli.
It is a very different sounding
is
artist
different.
for sure.
Yeah.
Do you know who this era reminds me of a little bit? Marina.
Yeah. Well, it was so good to deep dive her.
That's why she likes it so much.
Probably. It was good to deep dive her because that song was Ice Cream or something that they did together. And I rediscovered it on her YouTube because I was going through all the music videos. And I was like, I forgot this song existed. It feels a bit unfinished, that song, and it feels a little how you going. But I was just like, my faves.
Slay.
Love that.
Go on, Ben.
Oh, it's me. That's right. So sorry. Number 5 for me is Need Your Love. Number 4 is Caught in the Middle. I really like this song. I find it's like so slay and pretty. Number 3 is Sucker. Number 2 is Die Tonight. And my favorite by like far is Famous.
Famous is such a
I
good
love
one.
Famous. The song makes me want to fucking get crazy.
Crazy.
Yes. Come on, let's lose control. I almost fucked up the mic.
Don't do that. Oh my God, I think I might sneeze.
Oh.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Look into the light.
She's good.
She's good.
Okay. Are we doing bottom?
We're ready for the story.
Okay, let's get started. Okay. Oh my God. Number 3, Caught in the Middle. Number 2, Hanging Around. Number 1, Boom Clap. And I'm going to tell you why. It was literally, like, I can't listen to this song without thinking of this, like, moment in my life. So I was very sheltered as, like, which it sounds wild because I'm all like, spread the best, like, you know, all the time. I don't think the mic is going to get anything I just said. Like, that's
just, it's
no,
just like...
No, literally, they're not going to have any
For
of it.
translation, she said spread the puss.
That's exactly what I said. I said what I said. Anyways, so I was really sheltered, and I literally, in grade 8, I think I was, or just about to go into
When
grade
was
8.
the moment you weren't sheltered? Like, when did you come to the light of Lydia?
Look, I can't actually tell that story because it's not PG. So I'm not going to say that.
There's an origin story.
There are so many
There
stories.
is. Who were you before Lydia?
I don't know her.
Oh, okay, we don't know her.
No, we don't know her.
Okay.
She's long gone. Bon voyage, bitch. So basically, I was sheltered, and I didn't even know that, like, when you, like, make out with someone that you can use tongue. I just thought, like, you just go, and that's it. Like, this is two heads.
So what did you think of the difference between kissing and making out?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what that. There was
Kissing
no thoughts.
for longer, I bet.
Yeah. Well, and that's it. Yeah. That's literally all I thought. And
I don't know what just happened. I was not a
She
fan of
looked at
that.
me, she just went, so sorry.
No. Oh, don't cough. Are you okay? Can I continue? So basically, I went to this movie theater with a bunch of my friends, and they didn't tell me that they had set me up with a guy that I had never met before, that I spoke to online, because I had the hots for his best friend, who I used to have a crush on for 4 years in primary school. Anyways, so I was like, oh my God. And this is really strange, but I remember looking at his feet. I remember, like, an image of me looking at his feet, but that's not where this is going. So we go, and he takes me away to Kmart to go get lollies. And he buys these, like, sour, like, long lollies, right? And I literally was like, he's like, we'll save this for later in the movie. And I was like, why? Like, what are we doing? And so anyway, so we're in the cinema watching The Fault in Our Stars, a movie. People dying from cancer. That's not funny. But cancer is not funny, but it just, imagine this sweet little angel girl who's literally, like, virgin core, and, like, literally, this guy is, like, Lady in the Tramping it up, and
Get up to the Frank house, go.
like, Augustus Waters, was that his name? Like, is not doing well, and I'm out here, like, shiver me fucking timbers because this guy has given me the end of the lolly for me to put in my mouth, and then he's got it in his mouth, and I'm like, why are we getting close? Like, what is happening right now?
I would just rip it out of his mouth.
Well, I did that at first. He's like, no, you're supposed to keep it in the mouth. So I was like, what? What do you mean? And so we kissed, and then he shoves his tongue in my mouth.
While you still have the lolly in
Well,
it.
I swallowed that very quickly because... He goes in for the kiss. And I think, like, literally, like, the plot of the movie, spoiler alert, like, you know, but, like, they're dying. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just dying, and I'm just out here making out.
Are your friends next
My
to you?
friends out there.
They're dying and you're living.
No. Are your friends
like
next
that.
to you or behind you?
They were next to me.
Like right next to you?
Yeah, and they're just like, hee, girl. What was
mouth
that?
full of strap and tongue.
Yeah, and then
They're actually
boom,
sitting there watching They're sitting there watching you make out while they're going, boom.
They're out there popping their puss to Charli XCX, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I bet he had a dry tongue too.
No, it was actually wet.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Boom clap.
Was it too long as well? Like it was going on for a while?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it a packed cinema?
A who?
A packed cinema.
Oh yeah, it was brand new film, girl. It was like debut type shit. Like, you know, people had the Enjoy cinemas, like, yeah, that was my first kiss as well. That's my first kiss. And I literally lied to everyone at school because everyone's like, oh my God, like, you made out with this person. I'm like, yeah, I made out with that person, not that person. Because I was just like, so like, ew. Like,
Oh
so
my
scarred.
gosh.
That's insane.
It's kind of
That's
funny,
some
though.
good lore. That's fair.
Sorry, guys.
Oh
I
my
had to drop that. I know
God.
that took up so
You
much
need
time,
to.
but like, I had to.
What's
That was
yours, Elise?
My bottoms. So this is actually controversial because you guys have both had this in your tops, but my not a fan is not Need Your Love, purely because it was so popular during that like like COVID TikTok era.
You put Boom Clap in your top 5 and you girl.
Need your it's just
Girl.
for me because all I can think about is like cringy like TikTok COVID videos when I hear that song.
Okay, so you're not picturing me crying.
No.
Okay.
No. Because I didn't know that girl. My skip it is London Queen.
I love that song.
This song I can't. London Queen. And then my race it is Breaking Up.
Oh, I love Breaking Up.
I love that song.
Say you love me.
No, it's too like poppy.
Fair.
Yeah, so good.
Well, my number 3, my not a fan, is Red Balloon.
I like that song.
Wasn't for me. Sorry. My number 2, which was Skip It, Hanging Around. So we're on the same page there, Lydia. And my least favourite via absolute long shot is London Queen.
That song.
I feel offended.
That is a song that has not aged well.
Oh no. I'm not a fan of London Queen,
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
Such a bop.
Such a bar.
We thought that was going to be in your tops.
We thought that was going to be Lydia's number 1. I listened to
I
it
didn't
and
think it
I
was going
went...
to be a number 1, but I thought it was going to be in
I
your
listened to it
tops.
and I was like, this is very Lydia coded.
It would
Yeah.
be number 6.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it was up there. Just
Okay.
didn't make it.
Fair.
Slay.
Now with that, although it's not number 6, we're going on to number 1, Angel.
Slay. This is the first of the mixtapes. So there's 2 mixtapes.
So the release date was the 10th of March, 2017. It was 175 on Billboard.
Work.
It had
Puss.
no awards or nominations, no singles, but it had 6 features. Stara, Ray, Mo, Yuffie,
Uffie, I think it is.
Abra,
Abra.
and Cupcake. Iconic. This was such a short track list. It was 10 songs. Tiny track list.
We love it. What do we think about number 1, Angel?
I love her. She's cute.
This was the most surprising one to me. It's funny because, like, I listened to a lot of Charli's later stuff, and when we went back through, like, I've definitely listened to this before. I've listened to Pop 2. It was really these 2 that I had never really deep dived into before, like number 1, Angel, and True Romance. And so listening to, like, True Romance, I was like, okay, there's songs like I like of it, but, like, you know, there's some that I probably won't listen to. I was really shocked by how much I enjoyed number 1, Angel, like, because I think I remember, like, playing it and like playing like 10 seconds of each song going, no, not for me. And I was like, just like, I'm going to leave that behind. But listening to it in full, I was like, wow, I really enjoyed this. So kind of shook and like happy with how this album, well, mixtape has been like added to my playlist. A lot of the songs have been added.
For me, it was like an in-betweener album. Like
This was her finding her sound for sure.
Exactly. Like it was nearly there, but it just... Some songs were like, oh, we're still slipping back into that like really poppy sort of era.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think I just literally nearly did sick.
Nearly did sick.
That was funny.
Don't tell me you were about to throw up on my couch.
I might. Don't tell me with a good time.
The forbidden
I was literally just gonna say before I choked on my own saliva was that I really love that she incorporated more pop stuff in it because I was like, I'm just a poppy girl at heart. And so I was like, I love the mix of both. Like she was definitely finding her sound, but I still love that she had that like pop.
I like pop, don't get me wrong, but I don't like this kind of pop. Like I like the pop she's at now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you call it like electro pop?
I'd call it
maybe?
like hyper pop.
Yeah. I prefer this pop, definitely,
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're first this time,
Me?
Elise.
Okay. My number 5 is Blame It On You. My number 4 is Dreamer. My number 3 is 3 a.m. My number 2 is Drugs. And above Drugs is Lip Gloss. Lip Gloss.
Are you kidding?
No. I fucking love Lip Gloss. I fucking love that song.
Oh my
Do you not like it?
God, I'm so shocked that I was like, this is probably going to be like the types of songs that Elise is going to hear it and go, I'm not that much of a Charli stan. I thought this was
fucking
gonna like
love
freak you the fuck
gloss.
out.
No, lip gloss is such a and Cupcake's verse
Cupcake
makes
eats.
the song.
Of course.
It makes the song. It's such a good like. When I heard Cupcake's verse, I was like, "Oh, this is it," because it's the last song on the album, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's the end.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, and then I was like, I heard lip gloss. I was like, "Yes, I'm ready for pop 2."
You're like, I'm ready for it.
Yes.
Oh, slay. Mine is very different to yours. Number 5 for me is Drugs featuring Abra. Number 4, Dreamer featuring Ray and Stara. 3 is Blame It On You. Number 2 is White Roses. And my favorite, probably one of my new favorite Charli songs is Emotional.
Random.
I really liked this song a
God.
lot.
I remember you told me that before I listened to it, and I was waiting for it, thinking, "Oh, this is gonna be a bopping song," and I was kind of like,
No, it's a slow
Yeah.
song, but I think it's a really good slow song for Charli.
"Slay."
What about you, Miss Girl?
Top 5. Okay. 3 a.m. Number 4, Dreamer. Number 3, Lip Gloss. Number 2, Illy 2. 1, Emotional.
Oh, yes,
get
bitch.
sick.
We get it.
We get
So good.
Snubs.
All over. It's so good. Under my skin. You got me so emotional. Oh, it's so good. So she's shaking ass. This is why you should be
shaking ass for
watching.
everything.
This is why you should be watching the YouTube videos for people listening. You get to see Lydia shake ass.
Well, I could be shaking more ass, but I am sat down. So if I was stood up, I'd be shaking more ass.
You get full cheeks up
get
in here.
full cheeks galore.
No, that's behind the Patreon.
Yeah. One day we'll get a Patreon and you can see Lydia's full
And I'll be
cheeks.
singing Careless Whisper.
While shaking ass.
Yeah.
You'll be singing what?
I'll be singing Careless Whisper.
Oh, I thought you said Taylor Swift's bar. And I was like, what? Okay, my bottoms. Sorry, Lydia. Is Illy 2.
No!
Is my not a fan. My skip it is Roll With Me. And my erase it is Baby Girl.
Yes. Okay. We're meeting in the middle here.
Okay.
This is okay. I can just work with
You
this.
can deal with that.
Number 3 is 3 a.m. featuring Mo. My not a fan. My number 2 is Lip Gloss featuring Cupcake. My skip it.
Why do you not like this song?
I just didn't love this
Why?
song. Like I listened to I think here's my problem
It
with it. I probably
hurts.
would have loved it if it was on like Pop 2. I think because the album is so mellow, like the rest of it, I sort of listened to this and I was like, this is a lot. I was like, I'm in
But
this
it's
like,
good.
and I like had just like listened to like Emotional and like Blame It On You, and I was like in this like really like dark feely vibe, and then I was like, where am I?
She was getting you ready for Pop 2. Like,
Yeah, but like
she was really
I think
getting
that's
ready.
why I mean like I don't not like I liked this whole EP, like not EP mixtape. So and then my erase it is definitely Baby Girl featuring Offie. Your
Go
turn.
on. Go on, baby girl.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, love.
London
Again.
Queen.
London Queen. All right. So, number 3, Baby Girl. Number 2, Roll With Me. Number 1, Blame It On You.
Really?
It didn't do it for me.
I blame it on you. Oh, this song's a bop.
It didn't do it for me. It
Fair.
did. Like, I was shaking ass, just
She was shaking
Questionably.
slow ass.
Yeah.
shaking slow.
I feel like when you listen to an album, I feel like I picture Lydia in her room alone, listening to it, and each song she like shakes ass like the beat, and then she like rates it on the fastest
Yes,
one she can shake her ass to
that's-
is the favorite.
You're so right for
Well,
that.
I don't think it'd be on the fastest one. I'd be like, how good is she shaking her ass to that song?
Yeah.
You know?
Like, it has to feel natural and right. Like, that's how I actually, like, rate these albums
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, I go through and I'm like, no, that didn't feel right. Like, that just felt wrong.
She's got
Again.
hands on her knees.
hands on my knees.
Again,
your
if
knees.
you want to see these moves, watch the YouTube.
Yes, guys, come on.
But
And
with
then-
that, we're
going-
digress
yes, we're going
over
in-
to
The next mixtape, which is actually going to be the last album for this episode. Next episode, we're doing the last 4, but this is the final one for this episode. This one is Pop 2. It was born on the 15th of December 2017, a cold, chilly winter's night.
the same year as Number One Angel. They came out in the same year.
She was lip gloss was getting them ready.
Yeah. Popping their lips.
No accolades and certifications, no awards and nominations. One single, Out of My Hand, featuring Tovlo and Alma.
Did I write out of my hand?
Yeah, out of my head.
Oh.
Did I say out of my hand?
I was going to say,
can't
sorry,
speak.
I miswrote that.
No, it's me. Features 13, Carly Rae Jepsen, Tovlo, Alma, Caroline Polachek,
Caroline Polachek.
Caroline
Love
Polachek,
Caroline Polachek.
Brooke Candy, Cupcake Again, Pablo Vittar, Dorian Electra, Mickey Blanco, Tommy Cash, Kim Petras, Jay Park, and Mo. And again, 10-track lister.
This was Charlie's cherry bomb. 13
Yeah,
features.
it is her cherry bomb.
If you don't know, when we did
Tyler.
the Tyler one, cherry bomb had like 26 collaborators on a 10-song album.
Like
I love that.
every song besides one song has at least one feature. Like,
and it was like, and so every time we see the one with like the most, we're always like, this is their cherry bomb.
Yeah.
Like, this is their album. They're like, put
Just everyone's in it.
Everyone get on the album.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this and the next one are both the same. But is it me starting?
Yeah, you're starting, babes.
Before we do, what do you think about Pop 2? I want you specifically, because you
I-
messaged me the other day about this.
I
mixtape.
fucking love this album. This, for me, is like a mini Brat almost. Like, it's like, I really like this album. This is what, like, fully changed me around. If Pop 2 wasn't there, I would not be a Charli stan. 100%.
Yeah, Elise messaged me out of the blue the other day because we were getting ready for the Charli episode. She just messaged me. She goes, "I'm officially a Charli stan," and my response was immediately, "What album did it to you?" And she just responded with Pop 2.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, that makes so
Yeah.
much sense."
I feel like that's a good album to kind of like get her vibe for what she's currently doing as well.
Yeah.
Like if you're starting off with her, I feel like going here first, like, I mean,
Maybe
obviously
not.
if you started here first because this was to begin with, like that makes sense. But if you're like, oh, I want to listen to some Charli XCX, like maybe start around here.
Like if you're getting into her because of Brat.
Yeah.
Because
Listen
it's
to
like
Pop
really
2.
big. Pop
Yeah.
2, Charlie, How I'm Feeling Now. Those albums I feel like solidify where Brat is.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, but Pop 2 has some amazing songs. Like, amazing.
oh, I know, top tier.
Top tier. Like,
Yeah, there's some of my
they
favorite
could
Charli
fully
songs
be
in this.
released now and I'd still like bop to
Absolutely
them.
go crazy
100%.
over them.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's do it. My number 5 is Lucky. I really liked the song. It's
a good
so
song.
beautiful.
Beautiful song.
Number 4, Backseat featuring Carly Rae Jepsen.
Rogue.
I fucking loved this song.
I
thought it
didn't
was
like
good.
not love it, but it's like very interesting way to start an album.
It is an interesting way to start an album, but I kind of like it, and I like sort of loved the Carly Rae Jepsen feature. Don't attack me. Oh
I
my
love
God.
her. She's like watching like tennis. She's like,
The top 3 though are like 3 of my favorite all-time Charli XCX songs like ever.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Tears featuring Caroline Polachek. Also a big Caroline fan, so like I can see what you're doing here. I feel like Tears
what
is
is
your
going
bottom.
on?
Number 2 is track 10. Oh my God, I love this song. This is better than Blame It On Your Love with Lizzo.
I 100% agree.
But, like,
this was like the baby, like basically.
Yeah, this is the
She did not need to release.
and
that
this is
Lizzo
still the
version.
version that Charlie performs,
Yeah.
like live, not Blame It On Your Love. And then my favorite, like by absolute, like far, Unlock It, Lock It, featuring Kim Petras and Jay Park.
Wow, go on.
I fucking love this song. This song makes me feel so pretty.
Yeah.
I
It's like pretty girl vibes. It's like, it's got that really magical little like, I don't know what that fucking sound thing is, but that little in the back is so fucking slay. I just love, and I also love Kim Petras, so it's like
Yeah.
Makes sense.
love this. But this song is like top tier for me. This is one of like probably top 5 favorite Charli songs of all time.
Also, I've just had a glimpse of your bottoms, and I am offended. By the way,
I'm sorry.
but go on.
Is it my go? Okay.
Yeah, go on with your tops.
Okay. Don't
I
look.
feel like this is going to show that she's a true sucker fan.
Yeah.
It really
Because
is.
she's obviously not on board with.
No, don't get me wrong. I do love everything else she's put out since Sucker. But, like, I think just the group that Sucker had me down, like, I just...
That sour strap.
Yeah. It took one sour strap and a random makeout watching The Fault in Our Stars to suck me back in. Anyhow.
Suck
To
you back
suck
in.
her.
So we back here. Anyhow, I digress. Oh my god, where the fuck? Okay, pop 2. There we are. All right, number 5.
This list.
Porsche.
I actually love Porsche.
I love
Porsche is a bop.
Oh.
In fairness, as
Never
bad
met-
at Porsche. That song's a good
Sleep.
song.
Track 10 as number 4. Number 3, Fembot. I feel like y'all are just like, oh, okay. Okay. Number 2, Unlock It, Lock It. And number 1, Out of My Head, because I love Tovelo.
I love Tovelo
I
as well.
love Tovelo so much.
Tovelo.
Tovelo.
Tuvelo. Oh, Megan.
Tovelo.
I love Megan so much.
It's so good. But also, like, do you know why that meme happened? Is because on Drag Race, RuPaul had Tovelo or Tuvelu on Drag Race, and RuPaul pronounced her name as Tuvelu, and she was like, "That's actually how my name is pronounced."
Oh.
And so then when on live, Megan was listening to Habits, and she was like, "I love Tovelo," and then someone's like, "It's like Tuvelu," and she goes, "Tuvelo." It's so good.
I love
but that's why like that meme has actually happened because everyone was like correcting everyone because of Drag Race.
Right.
And I just fucking love that
That's
so
iconic.
much.
All right, my top 5s. Number 5 is Tears. Number 4 is Lucky. Now these top 3, and this is why I'm offended. My top song for pop 2, probably like before listening to Brat. If I like listened to this album before Brat, these top 3 songs would be my like, top 3 Charli XCX songs like of all time. Now number 3 is Track 10. Number 2 is Fembot. That song fucking slaps. And number 1 is Delicious. I
Really?
love Delicious. It's like literally probably before Brat, one of my favorite Charli XCX songs.
Slay. Let's get into my bottoms.
Delicious.
Number 3 for me is Fembot. Featuring Dorian
You're just
Electro
not
and
a
Nikki Blanco.
fembot.
Not a Fembot.
Not for me. Number 2, I Got It, featuring Cupcake, Pablo Vittar, and Brooke Candy.
This was not a good cupcake one.
This song was
I-
wild. My least favorite by far is Delicious,
Criminal.
featuring Tommy Cash.
Lock you up.
That's not my. I just didn't vibe it. It's not for me. I mean, I love literally every album. I loved front to back, and it was hard to choose bottoms. It was hard to choose tops and bottoms. Like usually the tops are easy for me. In both ways, I was like, oh my god, there's so many I love so much. How am I going to put a top and how am I going to do a bottom? Especially with these ones that are 10 songs.
Yeah, was a bit harder.
Hard.
Yeah.
Okay. So, number 3, Delicious.
Just you wait till you see her bottom.
Tears. I'm sorry. And then number 1, Lucky.
You actually
I can see that for Lydia though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not surprised.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Sorry.
Tears is such a fucking good song.
It's so good.
And then also I really do like Lucky, but
I love those
understand.
songs.
I understand.
It just wasn't for me.
Wheels
Wheels on the bus, bitch. Okay.
Wheels on the bus, bitch.
Not the wheels on the bus, bitch.
Slay.
Alrighty. Now my bottoms. My not a fan is Porsche. My skip it is I Got It. And then my erase it is Out of My Head.
Oh my god.
Offended.
It's karma, bitch.
Look at it.
I love that.
Look at it.
Well, with that being said, we've finished part 1, but of course, you know, we're not going to do what errors are win, bin, and OEN because we haven't technically finished all the
Exactly.
errors. But what would you say, like, is the one that's, like, winning at the moment?
Obvi.
I agree with you,
Obvi.
Elise.
Top 2.
Top 2 followed probably very closely behind by number 1, Angel, for me. But yeah, no, I'm very excited to dive into the next
excited.
group because
excited.
this is like, I think this is Lydia territory. The next 4 are like
Ben and Elise.
feel
Ben and
territory.
Elise territory.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
fucking eat all of
Yeah.
these next albums up.
I agree.
Yeah.
I could eat that girl for lunch. Like, it's very that girl.
Also, Ben the other day said to me, was like, look, I wouldn't go straight for anyone, but I reckon Charli could make me straight.
And I said, because the energy she gives me is she's a gay man trapped in a woman's body.
She does.
So real.
She is literally, like,
She's just living that life.
I was like, if I could get with
Bondage.
anyone, I feel like it'd be her. Because I feel like the relations would be similar to the relations of me and another man.
Love.
Because she's just a wild, like, I love her.
I wonder, like,
I feel like-
what George is in the relationship.
I would love to know.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall.
I love her and George.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
so
you. I was saying that
much.
the other day.
I
We were just like,
love her
them.
and George so much. I think it's so cute. And I love, like, which we'll get into when we do Brat next week, but a little, like, before the next episode. I love how many times George is mentioned on Brat.
Yeah.
Like, it's, like, so cute. And, like, I just love...
She's obsessed.
Love the whole thing. And also,
Leo energy.
we have follow-up tea from the Billie Eilish episode
Yeah.
to follow up again next week. And I'm sure if you've listened to that episode, you know what it is. But
For those people who wanted more
we're
tea,
gonna have to dive in.
I got really
If you don't know what it
heated.
is, you're gonna either be really excited or really pissed off.
I don't know if you told me or not.
Yeah,
I might
we did a snippet of it the other day.
Yeah, we're gonna go into deep dive on it.
Okay.
So stay tuned for another episode of us talking shit about someone who's probably gonna get us cancelled. But until then, we will see you next week. Thank you, Lydia, again for being here.
Anytime,
Yes.
guys.
Lydia will be back, of course, next week, and
Yep.
we will be back as well. So we will see you then. Goodbye. Bye.